welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and I am so happy that you are here. Today's video is kind of like a part 2 of a video that I already filmed that was titled 10 Things I Would Change About My Wedding. I will link that right up here. Now I'm kind of doing like a follow-up to that video and I'm going to tell you 10 things I would never change about my wedding. These are things that I absolutely love that I incorporated and did, whether it was before my wedding, the wedding day, or after the wedding. I would not change a single thing. So I have this book right here that is filled with things that I absolutely loved about my wedding. If you are interested, go ahead and keep on watching and let's go ahead and get started. A lot of this is just preference and something that not everybody I know is capable of doing or not everybody wants to do. These are just things that I did for my wedding that I absolutely loved and that I'm so happy that we did do. Some of these things I know people are gonna be like, I would never ever do that, and that's okay. Everybody's different, every bride's different. These are just things that I know that I loved. So let's get started. Then the first thing that I would not change about my wedding is our open invite. It was so cool to not be able to have a limit on our invitations and the friends and the family that we wanted to include into our special day. When Alex and I would look out and see everybody sitting there, it was just such a flood of emotions and love that we knew that all these people were here to support us. Everybody was there to support us and to love us. Everybody was there to share in our special day. And the fact that we were able to not have a limit on the amount of people that we were going to invite to our wedding, it was just amazing. We did send out specialized invites to our close friends and family. So I think we sent out like about 100 invites to people that we wanted to get a personal invite because we thought that would be honorable and respectful to send an invitation to like our aunts and our uncles and our close friends. They deserve to get a nice formal invitation. But for friends and family that didn't get an invitation, it would just be word of mouth. Hey, this is going on at this time. We would love for you to be there. So I loved having open invitation. Second, something I would never ever change about my wedding is our wedding date. We got married on November 10th, 2017, and that is a very, very special day for me because it was my grandma's 72nd wedding anniversary. So my grandma, who means the absolute world to me, I love her to death. I got married on her wedding date, which was absolutely amazing. Not only was it her wedding date, but it was her 72nd wedding anniversary when I got married. Unfortunately, my grandfather is no longer alive. He passed away when I was younger, but just to be able to have my wedding on a day and a date that was just so special and it belonged to someone that is so special to me was absolutely amazing. It was just amazing the way the stars aligned because we wanted to get married on a Friday and November 10th ended up being a Friday, and it was just like everything just worked out. It was the perfect amount of time from when we got engaged to when we were having the wedding. It worked out really, really well. So that is something I would never change. I love that I get to share a wedding date with my grandmother. That is just so amazing, and that with each year that passes, I get to think about what she would have been celebrating. And I think this year for November 2019, obviously she'd be celebrating her 74th wedding anniversary with my grandfather. So that is just absolutely amazing, and I love that I get to share that with her. The next thing I would not change is how simple our decorations were. We didn't have anything too fancy or too flashy because I'm just not into that, he's just not into that. We just wanted things to be very simple and elegant and pretty, filled with colors and things that we liked, and I would never change that. I love that we kept it simple and there wasn't too many, I talked about it in my last video that there were, if you're a bride, regardless, you're going to stress out about details, but it was just nice not having so many details, like minimal colors and just designs, and it was just very, very simple. And I love that about my wedding, that I just try to keep it as simple as possible and not overcomplicate things because it's so easy to overcomplicate things when you're planning a wedding. Something else that I would not change about my wedding, this kind of has to do with after the wedding, is that Alex and I didn't live together until after we got married. We weren't only looking forward to the wedding, we were looking forward to moving in with the person that you love. You're looking forward to being like sharing a home with that person. So as I was planning this wedding, of course I'm excited about getting married and wearing the dress and having my friends and family there and eating delicious food and going on a beautiful honeymoon. But I also got to look forward to the fact that I got to move in with the man that I loved so much after the wedding. And we got to start this life together, brand new, husband and wife. We got to be this duo together and start this life together in this new home and just be like roommates. I swear it's like sleepover every night with your best friend, and I love it. I would never change the fact that Alex and I waited to move in together until after we were married. It just made everything so much more exciting and so much more fun and gave me so much to look forward to. Something else I would not change is doing my own makeup. I loved doing my own makeup. I have always loved makeup ever since I was like in middle school. I got caught up in the whole YouTube beauty guru world at a young age, and ever since then I have just loved makeup. And I've had my makeup done before, and I do enjoy having my makeup done, but there is nothing like doing your own makeup. I know what looks good, I know what I like, I know the look I wanted to go for, and I just enjoy the way I look when I do my own makeup. So what better day to feel your best than your wedding day? So I decided my best bet was to do my own makeup, and I am so happy I did. Something I did discuss in my last video, 10 things I would change about my wedding, was make sure that you are comfortable and familiar with the products that you're using if you are doing your own makeup. Because if you watched that last video, you know there was a lipstick that I chose that I loved and I was comfortable with, and at the last minute I decided to change to a red lipstick, and it just didn't, it wasn't a disaster, but it just wasn't what I really wanted. The wear wise, it was just really messy. I love that I ended up wearing red lipstick. It was just the way it wore. I wasn't comfortable, I wasn't familiar with that product, so I wasn't sure how it was gonna sit or be on my face or on my lips, and it just ended up being a little bit weird. But I don't regret doing my own makeup. I loved doing my own makeup and having that control. I'm not a very controlling person, but I did enjoy having that control in those areas with doing my own makeup. However, I did have somebody do my hair, and I'm very happy I did that because hair is not my biggest forte. Okay, so this is something that I didn't even think I was gonna do, and I wasn't even sure how it was going to happen and if it was going to happen, but going to bed early is something I wouldn't change about my wedding. We went and stayed at a hotel, me and my bridesmaids, the night before the wedding, and you always think that, oh my gosh, we'll stay up and do face masks and watch movies and chit chat and eat food and just do all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I thought, you know, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to going to bed early. I don't care. Like, let's just do whatever we want to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired. Let's just go to sleep. We talked for a little bit. We had fun. We planned out the day, the next day, and what time we were going to wake up and stuff like that. But we just went to bed, and I don't regret that one bit. I love that I got a substantial amount of sleep the night before my wedding, because that wedding day is going to tire you out, and it is going to go by so fast, yet you are going to feel so tired and just exhausted after. So getting a good night's rest before your wedding is vital. Don't stay up watching movies, chit-chatting, doing face masks and all that stuff if it means you're going to be up until 2 or 3 a.m. Try to do those things earlier in the evening so that you can get in bed by the latest. I think I went to bed around 11, which was like, that's good, that's fine, that's better than 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So I am very happy that I went to bed at a reasonable time the night before my wedding. Next thing, if any of you follow me on Instagram and have looked at any of my posts, you would know that I am absolutely obsessed and in love with where Alex and I went for our honeymoon. We went to Seattle, Washington, and it was the absolute best week, best vacation, best trip of my entire life. Some people, even before the wedding, asked us, like, don't you want to go somewhere tropical, or don't you want to go somewhere like more like secluded or something like that? And Alex and I were going back and forth about where we wanted to go, but I would not change a single thing about our honeymoon. Alex and I are from Florida, born and raised. We are used to tropical climates. We weren't really desiring going to sit on a beach and enjoying the sun. We actually wanted to go somewhere cold. It was November. We wanted to see snow, and we loved it. We loved it. Would never change anything about my honeymoon. Next thing I love about our wedding is just the order of service that we chose. The order that the bridesmaids came in, the order that the groomsmen came in, and everything like that. It's so easy to just do like the traditional, like, okay, we'll have these people come out first and these people. I really put a lot of thought into who I wanted to walk out with who, at what point I wanted them to walk out, what I wanted the music playing, at what part these people were walking out. So I was very, very detailed and meticulous about this order of the service, and I loved the way that we did it. It turned out absolutely beautiful. with the music and the way that everything just like flowed together. I'm really happy that I was very detailed. I just really wanted it to be a certain way, the way that everybody walked in, and I was really happy that I ended up doing that. I did not regret that at all. Next thing is I absolutely love that Alex and I planned our wedding mostly by ourselves. We had our friends and we had our family that were helping us. For the most part, we did plan our wedding on our own. We didn't have any help from any outside wedding planners or anything. However, we did have a day of wedding coordinator, and that made all of the difference. She was just in charge of every detail, down to when the caterers were gonna get there, helping them get set up, showing them where to get set up, when the floral people got there, when the cake got there, telling people when they were gonna walk in, when they weren't gonna walk in, making sure everybody was getting everything they needed, making sure I needed everything I needed, making sure everything was going in the time that we wanted it to go. I would highly recommend that if you don't get a wedding planner, to get a day of wedding coordinator, because that honestly took such a weight off of not only my shoulders, but my mom and my parents were able to enjoy the day more because they didn't have to think about all these little details. She was taking care of all that stuff. If you're like about to get married in the next couple months and you think it might be too late to get a day of wedding coordinator, it's not. Meet with somebody, tell them what you want, she'll talk with you, she'll get all the details. She had everybody's number, she had all the photographers' numbers, the videographers' numbers, she had the cake, everything, and she would call them and make sure everything was coming on time, everything like that. So we did all the work of getting these people and ordering all these things, but she just made sure everything was put into action on the day of the wedding, which was absolutely amazing. The last thing we did for our wedding that I would never ever change, and is one of my absolute favorite parts of my wedding, we had a table when you walked into our reception of just tons of picture frames of people that we love and that we look up to and that inspire us. And it was pictures of them on their wedding day. And in the middle, we had a little note that said, our wedding day is dedicated to those that show us that every single day this is possible. What we were doing this day by vowing to each other as husband and wife, these people that we look up to have shown us that this is possible. And I loved having that and being able to honor the people that mean so much to us. Alex and I both come from families where divorce isn't very prevalent. And being able to have that to look up to and know that divorce wasn't an option inside of our family was amazing. And I do think that that makes a big difference. And us growing up and seeing that divorce just wasn't an option in our family. So being able to honor our parents and honor our family and our grandparents and friends and people that are just so important in our lives, the vow that they made with each other, showing them that that example they set for us has made all of the difference. And it just means the world to us that we were able to honor them and show them that this day is dedicated to you because you have shown us that this is possible, and we know we can do this because you guys show us every single day. Marriage is work. It's not easy, but you guys are perfect proof that this is possible, and we loved all of them for that. So there you have it. That is 10 things that I would never ever change about my wedding. Coming up with those 10 things that I would change about my wedding was kind of hard, because even though those are things that I wasn't very happy about or I would have changed, it still just made the day what the day was, and I wouldn't change. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything about that day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful to any brides-to-be. Congratulations if you're getting married soon. This is gonna be the most exciting time of your life. You're about to walk into it right now, and I'm so excited for you. I hope this is helpful. Feel free to use any of these tips or ideas or any of that. This is all for you, putting it out there to help you and ensure that you have the best day ever, because you deserve it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. It would mean the world to me. I am just starting my YouTube channel, and I would love the support and as much love as I can get on this channel. So thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.